Hey guys, so I just wanted to make this quick video to share something that I found life-changing. So I hope that it helps you in the way that it helped me too. For a really long time, I have been searching for a feeling, and it's my sense that most of us are doing the same thing. We do our best, we do the best our mind tells us to do to find a feeling in the outside that reminds us of the feeling that we lost in the inside. So the way that I see this, and forgive me if I'm all over the place, it's just, I just saw this and it's like earth-shattering to me. So I see this as like we come into earth, right? We come in through our parents, and here we are, this as close as we can be to source, right? We're divine in human bodies. So it's like we're this ball of source, energy, aliveness. And we walk around feeling this way until we learn differently, until we start to play out the whole self-worth game. Like, I can't just feel this and get what I need. I have to earn something for it. We have less than desirable circumstances that happen to us, and our brain logs all of these things, and then we end up feeling really bad, and it's a big misunderstanding. We don't realize that this gem, this aliveness, this source that we came in as this little ball thing, right, it never went anywhere. So here we are as this. Life happens, and life is made of creative experience. So life is made of thought brought to life in the moment, energy, and we feel it. Right? So that's our experience. So here we are, we're this ball of energy, and we're also having experience. We're the same thing as I see it. But what happens is we have this identity crisis, and that's what I had too, and have, because I'm human. We think we're the experience, and we forget that there's this gem inside of us. So what do? We feel bad. We don't realize that our bad thinking is safe, and so we try to find this feeling that's already us by doing something in the outside world, i.e. habits and addictions. So, anything, right? Codependency, because we want to feel a sense of comfort and warmth. That's in this. So we find it in a person, right? Food, sense of comfort and warmth. That's what this feels like. So we try to find it in food. Joy and fun and excitement in coffee, in alcohol, in drugs, in parties, in adrenaline junkie things, right? That's the aliveness is standard in us that contains all these things I'm speaking of. So we do our best to find it in the outside world. Now, I'm not saying don't enjoy those things in the outside world. Like, I have a cup of coffee every morning. I love coffee. Eckhart Tolle has coffee, or so I hear. But do these things that I'm speaking of, be in a relationship, love the person, enjoy the meal, have the sex, go for your dream and have the job that you want and play the money game, but do it knowing that it's a game you're playing in life. It isn't going to get you this feeling, because this feeling is standard in you. And I realized that. I was walking around earlier today, and I've been studying this for a long time, and I hear these things that I'm even speaking about over and over and over again from my mentors, and I'm like, yeah, but how do you get there? And you stay in the conversation, and one day your thinking settles enough, and you feel this sense of aliveness, and you go, oh my God, my bank account's the same, I look the same, my relationship's the same, my problems are the same, my physical body, its faults and flaws are the same, my symptoms are the same, but I feel connected, I feel alive, I feel love, I feel hopeful, I feel compassionate, I feel forgiving. That is your true nature. And when you realize you didn't need to alter anything to get that, that's there when you fall out of your thinking. Now, easier said than done in one video, but just start to catch on to the fact that the reason you're doing the things that you're doing is your best attempt. My mentor, Amy Johnson, would always say that it's your wisdom in a way. It's your best attempt to feeling better. But like today, I felt that aliveness and I was like, oh God, isn't it crazy? All the things I've been trying to do. Play small to feel safe. Overcompensate to feel safe. Eat this to feel safe. Not go out of the house to feel safe. All of that, like my mind's best idea to feel that comfort and coziness didn't even compare to the feeling I had today when my mind settled and my natural state of aliveness and comfort and coziness and spirit was just there. So just know that like this is you. You come in as this, it never goes away, and you get caught up in the outskirts of it. You get caught up in the thinking of it. You get caught up in thinking that, and everybody else in the world's doing it too. They're going like, oh, we need to do this to feel a certain way, or we need to do this to get this. And it's hard because we look around and most people aren't living this way. But I'm giving you permission to explore and experiment that what if everything you're seeking in the outside literally lives in a feeling inside of you, and when your mind settles, you find it. And life doesn't have to be this game of trying to find this tiny piece of joy or comfort or peace in the mess. It's actually like life is supposed to feel beautiful and good and lovely at your base, and the other things are just there for you to do and experience. And I'm not saying life's always going to be amazing all the time. Life is life is life. We all know what life is. But it doesn't have to come with all the suffering. And so many of our behaviors can fall away when we realize the majority of what we seek is a feeling that we already have. And you don't know that, like it's innocent. You don't know that until you know that. But if you don't know what I'm talking about, but you sense a tiny bit of truth in this conversation, just be open. Keep watching my videos. Stay in the conversation with me. Reach out to me. Because everything I've ever wanted literally was a feeling inside of me. And then life can just unfold as life does, and I don't put so much pressure on things, and then ironically other things in physical form start to come to you because you don't have such a strong hold on them about, I need this to make me feel a certain way. And maybe it does momentarily because you're thinking about it, but thinking's fleeting and transient, so you feel the thinking about the thing. Maybe that thing that you did, the addiction or the behavior, calmed your thinking enough. And then you have to keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it. And you don't realize it never came from the thing in the first place. It came because your mind was settled because of the thing that you were doing. So I hope this makes sense. If you have any questions, reach out. I was just really inspired to be like, oh my gosh, it's inside of us. What you want's inside. I felt it. I know it. So I hope you feel it too. And there's so much more out there than the eye can see. So just stay open, my friends.